You're watching Newsfeed AM. Let's give you the markets update now. The JSE facing mostly weaker global markets this morning and could be in store for a turbulent week as both the U.S. Federal Reserve and the Reserve Bank are set to announce policy decisions in the coming days. Karl Gevers, portfolio manager at Benguela Global Fund Managers, joining us now to discuss how the markets are doing in early trade. Karl, good morning to you. So, how's the JSE performing this hour?
Yeah, good morning, Xoli. Certainly, as you said, the market's a bit skittish. The US having, had a terrible day on Friday. So the local market this morning opening in the red. The all share down 0.5% this morning. Resources leading that downward trend, just short of 1% down. Industrials also 0.5% down, while financials are marginally up. As you said, the main reason is the expectation of rate hikes in the US and of course locally. So the tightening is causing markets to be a bit jittery.
Yeah, let's talk the rand. It looks to be holding near the 15 rand against the dollar mark. Talk us through the elements that are driving this.
Yeah, the rand has been, recovering quite nicely from, when it reached the 16 rand to the dollar level. Currently marginally above 15 rand to the dollar. Again, the main reasons are the expectations of a local rate hike by the Reserve Bank later this week. So that should make our markets a bit more attractive for those investors looking for yield. And then also we've seen our local market actually doing relatively better with a big resource component continuing to do well. So I think that's probably the main driver for the rand at the moment.
Yeah, let's talk commodities. Oil prices seemingly rising on supply threat, while gold remains muted before the Fed meeting. What's happening there? What's the sentiment?
Yeah, so in terms of oil, we've got the geopolitical tensions. We've got the Ukraine issue, between Russia and US and Europe. That is driving up, some element of the oil price. And then we've seen demand picking up after a bit of concern with, in December with the Omicron variant. I think the outcomes of that are not as severe as was expected. And in terms of gold, the interest rate hike is probably an element that will detract from the attractiveness of gold because it's costing more to hold gold. However, the high inflation rate is something that supports gold. So gold is a bit mixed at the moment, whereas oil has been supported, and that's why the price is rallied.